Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by PewSitter.com, your online Catholic newspaper for the third millennium, CatholicMediaCoalition.org, in line with the Church, online with the world.
And TheAmericanCatholic.com, politics and culture from a Catholic perspective.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of Catholic News Roundup. I'm Simon Rafe. Students arrested. From LifeSite News, university students in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada were arrested and subsequently released after trying to peacefully conduct a pro-life demonstration on the campus of Carleton University. The students are part of a group called Genocide Awareness Project, or GAP, which compares abortion to past atrocities through graphic imagery. The students were prepping to set up signs displaying these images in a central location on campus when they were told they must move to another indoor, more secluded area. Refusing and citing their right to free speech, the students stood their ground, resulting in their arrest. It's clear censorship based on the topic of our material, said Ruth Lobo, a fourth-year student and president of Carleton Lifeline. Catholic group founder resigns. Mother Nadine Brown, founder of controversial Roman Catholic religious group The Intercessors of the Lamb, has resigned as its leader. Brown is a former cloistered nun who established this order of contemplative hermits in Omaha, Nebraska. The Intercessors are a mixed group of laymen and women and clerics and have a public association of the faithful status, granted in 1998. A trustee has been appointed to reorganize the group, as there have been reported problems in the areas of confidentiality with regard to spiritual direction and also poor bookkeeping. Supreme Court bans religious music at schools. Silent Night and other religious songs will remain off the program at holiday concerts in South Orange Maplewood schools in New Jersey. The nation's highest court ended a case that dates back to 2004 by deciding not to hear the petition brought by a parent who sued over the policy that bars performance of any religious songs of any faith. In a statement, school superintendent Brian Osborne said the policy, quote, was adopted to promote an inclusive environment for all students in our school community. We have always felt our policy was constitutional, and we are pleased with the outcome, unquote. The policy also prohibits any graphics which refer to holidays, such as Christmas trees and dreidels. Stay with us, we'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
CatholicUnderground.com, the podcast about our Catholic faith and new media.
Questionable report. According to a new study conducted by researchers at Oregon State University and the University of California, teenage girls who get abortions don't feel any more guilty or depressed than those who choose to have the baby. But that report flies in the face of most other formal findings, not to mention from the responses of most adult women who have had one. Instead, they say they've experienced deep anguish and years of depression and guilt, mortified by the choice they made as teens. Those women say there is no doubt in their minds that the 289 teens involved in the study will struggle deep down with their abortion. And lastly, communion denied. Archbishop John Nienstedt of the St. Paul Minneapolis Archdiocese denied communion to a group of college students from local Catholic colleges because they were wearing rainbow-colored buttons in support of gay rights. When the students approached the Archbishop at a campus mass, he made a sign of the cross over their heads, but refused to hand them the host. The students belong to a school-sanctioned group called People Representing the Sexual Minority, comprised of both gay and straight students. A diocesan spokesman explained that it is church policy from the Vatican downwards to deny communion to people who make a public show of opposing church teaching or try to make political statements at Mass. I'm Simon Rafe. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where once again, Michael Voris will be joining us with his insights from Rome. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tell your friends about us, and God bless.